Alexa, lower volume. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a chest and shoulder workout. Basically going to be using some cables, the Smith machine for a lot of the exercises. I'm going to show you guys how to use the Smith machine for different exercises. Then I'm going to be doing some shoulders with a little bit of dumbbells and some Smith machines too. It's going to be a quick workout. I'm going to try to get it in under 30 minutes. So let me start up my watch. And if this is your first time watching my channel, my name is Charlie D. And I've been a personal trainer for over 35 years. And this is my channel, Six Pack at 60. Now, I'm also a nutritionist too. But this here, what I'm doing here is basically for me, just to show to my clients that I actually work out every day. And you can make your workouts happen no matter what. So I've already warmed up a little bit. I did some battle ropes. I forgot to record that. So what I'm going to be doing first is cable crossovers. Now, I can't do dips anymore right now, and I don't have a weight-assisted dip machine. So the reason why I can't do dips is because I hurt my shoulders a couple of months ago, my left shoulder. So what I do for my lower chest, my lower pecs, is this cable crossover with a downward movement like that. That hits my lower chest too, just like a decline bench or a dip. So doing a couple sets of this first. I don't use a lot of weight in this exercise because of my shoulders and because I want my joints to feel good, but I do need to put on a little bit of weight here. Yeah, I don't really count the weight for this program that I do. What I'm doing is a maintenance program for you guys who are new to my channel. I basically maintain my fitness and keep it going. Try to get a little bit better every day. But I'm not on a muscle building or powerlifting kick or anything like that. I'm on a longevity kick. Okay. Next set, cable crossovers. Now, when I do that, I don't always go to failure on every set, on every exercise, especially my first ones. I go real, kind of light, but actually I got to still put some more weight on that. I've been getting stronger with the dumbbell flies, so I haven't been checking that out as much. The cable crossover, so I've been getting strong in there. Oh, I forgot to put up my little message. Hold on. Okay. Hey, what's up? I can't really read the name because I don't have it. I see you put a bunch of comments. So, what's up, man? How are you? I'm not ignoring you. I just can't really read it. So, but I just put up my comment. I just press my button. So, I'd rather add a little bit more weight. What I try to do is get, like, in this exercise, I'll try to get anywhere from 12 to 15 reps. Anything more, the weight is going to be too light for me. And anything less, I'm probably going to hurt my shoulder doing because it's a little too heavy. So let me see what this is. Okay. Yeah, I could probably go up another 5 pounds on each side. All right. I'm gonna have to do one more set as my chest is pumped, which will be good because this is what we call pre-exhausting your chest. I'm pre-exhausting my chest with a fly movement, which makes my chest tired, but my triceps are not pushing in it, so they're not tired. My front delts are not tired because they're not involved in it. So when I go to do these Smith machine presses, my my triceps and my front delt won't be tired, only my pecs, which will be good. But you know what I should do? To expedite it, I should grab some dumbbells and do them with dumbbells. That way it'll be faster. Because those of you who train with me know that I like to do in those half-hour sessions, we have the pre-exhaust superset with the chest. What I do is dumbbell flies and then go straight into dumbbell presses. So I'm thinking maybe put the dumbbells, go right into them after. I'll figure it out. Okay. Whew. That felt good. Any more, I probably would have started twinging on my shoulder. All right, let's get this in here. Let's go into some Smith machine presses right here. Oh, I happen to have, I didn't put the weight down, but I'm going to be using the Smith machine for several exercises. Trying to get it lined up. Okay. Now this exercise right here is a Smith machine bench press. Now the reason why I like to do Smith machine bench press and teach people Smith machine bench press is because it gets the client to know the movements and teaches people to use how to go up and down, where you don't have to really worry, because I showed most of you guys how to use dumbbells and to use those as stabilized muscles. That's why I like dumbbells. It's a stable, you have to really learn to control everything. All right, so this is Smith machine bench press. Now, it's not a heavy weight for me, but it's heavy for me, but I try to do, like I said, up to 15 reps. And I also try to tense my chest, contract my chest as I'm doing it. So I get about a shoulder width grip. Right to the middle of my chest. Okay. Whew. Okay, see, I go a little harder for myself. That creates more intensity. That's how I get more intensity out of a lighter weight. I can track my chest, go slow, control the stretch, really feel it. And it felt good. I felt stronger in that movement. I think I could put out a little bit of weight. Let's check it out. Let me get some water. What's up to everybody watching me? Feel free to ask a comment, leave a question. Ask a question, leave a comment. If you get anything out of this workout, do me a favor, hit subscribe. Help me grow the channel. I was talking to one of my clients today. He was telling me he was going to help me grow my channel. So I said, okay, let's do this. So I'm here to train. Let's get some more. Let's get another set. Second set. Okay. See, that's what I mean when you get to 12, 13, 14. And then if that's what you can do, that's what you can do. I don't like when people go 13, 14, 15. Okay, no, that's not it, man. You got to keep going until you stop. When I'm telling you, if you're working with me at the same time, do it until you stop. And what happens is people take it literally that if a trainer says 12 to 15 reps, they'll stop at 15. You're really supposed to be, because sometimes we don't emphasize, you got to be struggling at the end, right when you get to 15. That's what we mean. Do as many as you can do till you get to 15. Do as much weight as you can do for 15 reps. If you can't do 15, if you can only do 8, it's probably a little too heavy if you're a beginner. So you want to stay within the 10 to 15 rep range around that time. More like 12 to 15. Anything higher, add some weight. Okay, next set. That was a good set. All right. Now the next exercise I'm going to be doing is incline Smith machine benches. I don't have to move. What I do have to do though is take off some weight, because the incline is a harder movement to do. You have to be, it's more of a controlled movement, so I have to take off some weight so I make sure I don't hurt myself. And I do want to stress, this is the way I also train, because through my years of experience, I found out how to get hurt and how not to get hurt. The way you get hurt is by putting too much weight on the bar too fast. Okay, this is going to be an incline now. A lot of people like to do a high incline. I like to do a less of an incline angle. Right about there. I think I should be good there. Okay. Now the incline bench press and the flat bench press are different, because the incline bench press hits emphasizes the top of your chest. Now I've read that it doesn't matter, your regular bench press hits everything. Some studies say that you need incline to hit at a certain angle. I always do it. When I do it, it seems to make my chest a little nicer, and I get stronger in other movements too. So incline bench press is definitely a staple you got to do. Okay. Yeah, that's a good weight. I can stay on there that's always a nice weight. It's not too heavy, not too light, just enough to get 14 reps. I could have maybe got one more, but I kind of felt a little bit there, so. All right, so far we did cable crossovers from about shoulder height cables, flat Smith machine bench press, and now I'm doing the incline Smith machine bench press. Let's see, 18 minutes. Gotta speed this up. But that's 3 exercises. I try to hit 4 exercises. Okay, next set. Whew, that was a good set too. Okay, next exercise is going to be seated Smith machine presses. I gotta wait a minute though. I think I still got one more set of these to do real quick. Yeah, I'm trying to set up a workout to get it done as fast as possible and as efficient as possible. Get the most stimulation as I can in a half an hour. That's been a challenge, so I'm trying to see what I could do. Because my time schedule now, My free time is much more limited now. So have to really juggle my schedule. Basically anybody can juggle their schedule. Okay, next set. Incline Smith machine bench presses. Okay. Whew, that was good. You know what I'm going to show you? I'm going to do, instead of doing the Smith machine presses, I'm going to use some dumbbells. Do some dumbbell overhead dumbbell presses. I was going to do that, but now I'm going to start off first with laterals. Do what I try to do whenever I do my shoulders is hit all three heads of the delts. You got the side delt, which everybody wants to get bigger, makes you wider. And you got the rear delt, which nobody pays attention to, but if you don't have it, it's very big. Doesn't look good, and that's when you see somebody with a big back like that, with a strong, defined back, you know they lifted a heavy weight. And you work on your front of your shoulders too. So I'm gonna hit all of that, but it ain't gonna be a half-hour workout. All right, let me do some side laterals. Okay, I like to do them seated. The reason being is when I do them seated, I can't cheat, can't use momentum to get them up. So the movement is basically just like this. Side laterals, seated side laterals, just like that. At the end, I did a couple partials. Partials are not full range of motion, but just whatever you could do for the last couple of reps throughout that little bit of tension, where the area of tension is. Just put a little bit of tension on it. What's up, guys? I'm not ignoring you guys in the comments. I just can't really read them while I'm doing it. But if you have a question, I'll gladly answer it after. So, what's up? Whew. All right, next set. Whew. Bring me in the back. All right, one more set. One more set. I'm just trying to keep myself in shape to be able to do all the fun things everybody wants to do. Alright. One more set. And I'll do some rear delts. Actually, what I'm going to do for the rear delts, I'm going to do some face pulls. That's what I'm going to do. I've been trying them a new way at the gym with a different grip. With a different elbow placement. Instead of coming to my face, coming more this way. It seems to, I feel it better. Like that, I tried it the other day. All right, next set. Okay. Oof. What's up, guys? Let me see. What's up, Dionisio? What's up, man? What's up, Vibe Stories? Yes, sir. Keep it up. Thank you for the support, my man. Subscribe if you get a chance. Okay. All right. Okay, next exercise I'm going to do is going to be face pulls. I'm going to use those after. Let me set this up here. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, let's come over here. Let me bring. Give me 1 minute. Just getting this set up here. Now, I started doing it with these handles, and I kind of like it good, better than the other handles. Basically, let me see the weight. I can go a little heavier, but basically what I'm doing, I was pulling it up before this way, which is not a bad way to do it, but I never really felt it in my rear delts as much as I should have. Now, I pull it more towards my, how could I say, more towards underneath my chin instead of my forehead. And it seems to get my rear delts a little more pumped. Let me put a little bit of weight. I don't know if that'll be as good. Let me see. My alarm is going off. I have to shut off the pool water because I have the pool filling. All right, let's see. Alexa, stop reminder.
Cancel this reminder for you 2:47 p.m.
Oh man, Alexa, stop. Hold on. This is what happens when you train at your house. Alexa, stop. Whew. Okay. Yeah, the pool guy had to come and fix the pump. Change the pump out. The pump blew on the pool, so a lot of the water came out. So I had to fill up the water, and that was just my reminder to shut it off. But I will shut it off now because I'm going to go in the jacuzzi when I finish this. Okay. One more set. I feel it now in my rear delts better. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you guys see that, let me know how straight I am. If you see that I'm doing something wrong, that's another thing. I'm not 100% perfect. Just because I'm a trainer and I train some people doesn't mean I'm 100% perfect. So if you guys see that I'm doing something you think I could do better, tell me, man. Don't just let me out here being messed up. What's up, guys? You know, I'm out here learning every day. Every day I'm going through my old books, relearning stuff. You know, so, okay, that was the last set of that. Now I want to do some rear delt, bent over rear delt flies. So let me set that up. That's why I have those dumbbells there. Because I like to hit my rear delts 2 times in 2 spots. So, hold on, let me get that here. Okay, let me see. It's a little too close. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, not like that. I think that's good. Okay. Now, basically, what I'm going to be doing is flies from my rear delts. Now, your rear delts do this movement, they pull back. Also, your rhomboids get hit with this and a little bit of your traps, but you're really trying to hit your rear delts on this. So you don't want to use too heavy of a weight, because when I use too heavy of a weight, I end up just yanking it up back and forth, not doing shit, you know? So it'll just make a lot of noise. So here, use less weight, concentrate more on the mind-muscle connection of your delt, your rear delt. Okay, let's see. Straighten it up. That was good. Whew. That was a good set. That was a good first set. Now, I did, I think, 17 reps. So, that means I was a little too light. So now, I'm gonna go up a little bit more. So, show you what I'm talking about. Whew. That was a good set. Yeah, whenever I do bent over sets like that, it constricts your lungs. So, yeah, it's hard to breathe. A lot of people say, oh, I can't breathe when I'm like that. Yeah, you can't breathe, but that's how the exercise is. You know, uncomfortability is something that you're going to go through on your weight loss journey or on your health journey. You know, if it was comfortable to do it, everybody would do it. So you're going to learn, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, basically. Because it's called delayed gratification. Whew. Okay. Next set. Have to go up a little bit more. 5 pounds. Okay. Whew, I'll stick with those for the next set too. That was a good set, man. I really like working with dumbbells, man. You know, there's been plenty of times I travel for my DJ stuff, and I go to a hotel, and they don't have any kind of weights, but they have one of those adjustable dumbbells, or they have a few dumbbells. I can make a 20-pound dumbbell feel like 50 pounds. So I'm never at a loss. Whew, that felt good. Let's see. It's 37 minutes so far, see? Those half hours, man. You're just starting to grind and feel good, and then half hour's up. That's not good. Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 minute. That's why I like live streams, because any of the clients get to see how much rest, because one of the questions everybody's always asking, how much rest do I take in between sets? How long should it take? Every set is different. Every person is different. You have to figure it out. You have to try it. You know, it can go anywhere as fast as 30 seconds to 3 minutes. You know, whatever it takes. To more, it's whatever it takes. Whew. I don't know, I should have checked how many minutes. All right. Okay, last set, rear delts. Okay, whew, that was good. All right, now I think I am going to do Smith machine presses. Yeah, because I feel kind of wobbly right now from the dumbbells. Well, let me see how I feel. But I feel I want to hit my shoulders right now with that finishing exercise. Oh, no, I almost forgot. I want to do some upright rows. Upright rows are very important for my traps. I almost forgot. I was trying to get out of here. Just trying to get out of here and finish, because Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 2:45 p.m.
Okay, I'll climb at 4. So, let me get cracking. I still gotta go in the pool. Anyway, I'm gonna do this exercise as the finishing exercise instead of that, because this is also a compound movement. You're gonna hit the traps. Depending upon the grip, you can hit the traps, you hit the side delts, you hit all the shoulder in here with an upright row. I'll show you what that is. You can do this upright row with a cable. You can do it with a barbell. You could do it with dumbbells. You could do it with the easy curl bar like I do it. You could do it with the Smith machine. So you can always do this exercise. This is a good compound exercise for your shoulders. A lot of people don't like this exercise because it's uncomfortable. And people like to say it hurts their shoulder. If you do a light enough weight, you should be okay if you have no shoulder injuries. You know, this is the movement. Now there's two ways to grip it. Well, there's several ways to grip it, but there's two main ways. Wide grip hits more of the side delts, and close grip hits more of the traps. Now that's where I'm going right now, is close grip. I'm gonna do it this way. Now you have to use a weight you can bring all the way up, and don't jerk it around, okay? This is what I try to control the weight. Good. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the other day, if you watch that workout, it was when I did some deadlifts, and you want to talk about trap activation. My traps are still, I felt them a little bit this morning. I said, man, that's for days. My traps were sore from those deadlifts. And I know it was the deadlifts because that was the only thing I did different that I added to my workout. And they say they always been told deadlifts are the best for your traps, but you know, you forget about that. You try other exercises, and deadlifts ain't the easiest exercise to do. So you kick it to the curb. I'm a human being. I kick it to the curb too. Okay, next set. Okay, let's get from this angle. Close grip to hit more of my traps. I lean a little forward too, just a little bit to activate the traps. That's just my bro science kicking in. Okay. All right, that was a good set too. You know, I hated these when I was a kid, man, because they always tore my shoulder. I didn't like it because you can't use a heavy weight, which people like to be able to use a heavy weight. They like to say they lift heavy. You have to use a light weight. And even when you use a light weight, it's not a comfortable exercise to do. So people kick it to the curb. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. I see a few people watching. If you get anything out of my workout, do me a favor, subscribe. Okay. Next set. Okay, let's do a little bit different way. Let's get a little bit of a wider grip. Demonstrate both. This is a wider grip. Hits more of the side delts. Okay. Woo. All right. Well, that's it for my chest and shoulder workout. I'm not going to recap because last set kicked my ass, and I'm probably making a mistake. Let me see. Started off with cable crossovers, then went into incline bench press. Then we went to Smith machine bench presses, then into incline bench presses, then into seated side laterals, then front laterals, then we did face pulls, Then we did bent over laterals for your rear delts. Then I did the upright rows. So yeah, that's pretty good. Hit all three heads of the shoulders. If anybody has any comments or questions, tips for me, do me a favor, leave them in the comments. And if you can't, subscribe. Until tomorrow, take care, have a great day. Remember, persistence overcomes resistance. No matter how much they want to stop you, they can't stop you unless you stop yourself.